much to say when they don't know me. When I'm just trying to secure my paper. Oh my God, don't fuck the hater. 'Cause it's money making Monday. It's money making Monday. It's money making Monday. It's money making Monday. I'm just trying to secure my paper. I'm waiting so for the hater. It's money Monday, go get it, go get it. It's money out there, go get it. It's money Monday, go get it. It's money out there, go get it. Hey, it's money Monday, go get it, go get it. It's money out there, go get it. Hey, it's money Monday, go get it. It's so funny how they hate on me. Got so much to say when they don't know me. When I'm just trying to secure my paper. Oh my God, don't fuck the hater. 'Cause it's money making Monday. It's money making Monday. It's money making Monday. It's money making Monday. I'm just trying to secure my paper. I'm waiting so for the hater. It's money Monday, go get it, go get it. It's money out there, go get it. It's money Monday, go get it. It's money out there, go get it. Hey, it's money Monday, go get it, go get it. It's money out there, go get it. Hey, it's money Monday, go get it. All right, so I have a guest co-host today, and he is the world-renowned author of Yo Hustlin Ass. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Spence. The author of that book. Yeah, we're gonna rock out. Let's talk about a few things.
Okay. So no problem. So basically, I brought you on here just to kind of sort of give people a perspective of your book and what would be some of the good hustles or something to kind of sort of invest their money in during this quarantine and during this pandemic that we have going on.
A few hustles out of the book. It's a grip. I mean, you have what are some of the ones you think is cool? Because I can only speak from my point of view, but that's not like from entry level. So it's quite a bit. It all depends on what you're good at because it's over 100 different things in there.
Okay, so let's just give an example, a money-making situation for a single mom. What would be something that would be a great investment to generate, residual income for a single mother of a couple of kids?
I can't really say residual. It take a lot of work. Like residual ain't something where you plant seeds on Wednesday and you reap your reward Thursday. So it'll be more on an active tip to really make it happen. But liquidation sales is a real good one that you can do. Buying different things.
No, I was gonna say, and what is that specifically, like in detail?
It's a lot of different things as far as just liquidation. You can get on different apps, submit offers to people. Like OfferUp, Craigslist, all that type of stuff. But you can understand the value of what it is that you see online, and submit your offer accordingly based on how much you want to profit on what it is you submitted an offer on. It's tech things. You can buy pallets. It's all kinds of stuff you can do. It's all types of stuff you can do. But it all depends on the person and whatever they know. So, I like to just go off of what people know because there's no learning curve. So.
Okay. So a couple of things that I actually found that was kind of sort of interesting in your book. The ghostwriting was something interesting, as well as a product licensing, like doing that. I never heard of anything like that, and I even decided to do a couple of things out of your book. like what was one of them I tried? Oh, Secret Shopper. So I did try to attempt to do that. That was a little bit harder to get into than what people think. I have no idea if I did something wrong, but of course I just tried to implement any and all of these 101 ways to hustle in your book that I found that was interesting. One of them that I found was interesting that dudes actually pay for dates. So
yeah, for cuddle buddies and all kind of weird stuff.
I didn't know that was like a thing, and people really make hella money off of doing that shit. I didn't think it was a thing though. Like, it's crazy. All right. So throughout the many different books that you have done, which you've done a total of 2, right? For the I call them the Hustlers Edition, volume 1 and 2, which I'm actually gonna purchase the ebook for, which Yo Hustlin Ass Reloaded. Will there be a 3rd series, or are you gonna do something that actually goes into detail when it comes to your books of the different hustles?
It's going into details about how I do it. So everything down to computer programming, making apps and everything is self-taught. So you kind of leave it open-ended for someone to find their way. Because I wrote it in hopes that somebody can be better at better than me at whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So why kind of tell someone exactly like what you do, how you do it, when if they can find their way, which may take a little time, because that's a huge problem with our people, is that we just think like when products come out, it's kind of like a magic pill, and it don't work like that. You gotta put your work into it, like and then you find your own way, something that works for you. Because like if I'm talking to a single mom, I don't live the life of a single mom. I don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little more time to put into what's going on to find my own way how to do whatever it is I want to do. And they have to approach that with the same mindset. Like I'm gonna put the work in, establish my own identity, and get into that world and kill shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so just a question. Would you specifically like the next book, or, eventually write a book where it is from many different perspectives? Because just a lot of people don't know what they would do or how they would do it unless they do it. So if you find a couple of candidates and you just kind of like grasp their experience of what they did and how they did, would that be a book that you would be like into writing?
No, I'll just break down the game. Like I just finished my book number 20 or whatever. It's gonna go in depth about a lot of different things and breaking different games down, like all the way down, just surface level, and then you can go how high as you want to go, but you can't really escape like doing the work. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing our people really don't like to do is just put in the work. So that's one thing you can't really escape. You know what I'm saying? Dudes got to be paid. So yeah, I'm definitely getting into that, and I've done courses too. I don't know if you know, but yeah, if you don't know about the Reloaded book, I've done a grip of courses like for storage auctions and buying in bulk and all types of different things that people have actually benefited from and made thousands off of. So I'm gonna go just in, just as in depth as I did with the courses, in different books. So no matter your learning style or whatever format you want to digest the information, you'll be able to.
Okay. I didn't know that you had courses, so that's probably something.
Yeah. That's why I said if you don't know about the book, chances is you missed the courses too. But I went in depth about a lot of different information.
Okay.
Now we're getting into tech because I got my hands in that too. So it's a lot that I've done.
Okay. Are there any future other ventures, like where you going to go outside of just teaching and, writing? Was there anything else outside of that, outside of liquidation, anything else that you plan on venturing off to?
Just getting deeper. It's just the same thing. It's just way more of it, Like same thing, but just a different level. So I started off kind of doing it myself, but now I'm starting to outsource, different tasks and things like that. So it's just getting the team stronger,
Okay. Now I just want to know, let's just say, for instance, let's just say for just a hypothetical situation that you did have a family and you did have people that were depending on you at all costs, right? Would you implement those children and your wife or the mother?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cause I do have people depending on me. I do have like a small staff of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I do get others involved to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some family, some not. But yeah, I have people, depending on me. Family, some that ain't family. So yeah, it's just inclusion is huge, but it's a learning curve that comes with that too. So a lot of times, I'm for strength, so I get people that are proficient because the lane that I'm in is tech. That's my bread and butter. So I would like people to be already familiar with tech to add to the team. Excuse me, to add to the team. Instead of me having to like raise them to be who I need them to be. But for the more manual tasks like shipping and stocking and, loading, unloading, things like that, like the more physical stuff, it don't really take as much skill. But for the things that, you got to be skilled to do, I would definitely, get people that already know what they're doing because you can mess up that way.
Okay. So is there any way that people could hit you up if they were interested in inquiring about a position to work for you?
We pretty much cool. We got all the bases covered, like as of right now. But I mean my Instagram, I guess, but we pretty cool. Like as far as just like we don't really need no help at the moment, at least. But when we expand, I mean, opportunities may present themselves.
Okay. Well, I greatly appreciate you joining me today to kind of sort of get a little insight on the whole money-making scheme of things. And what I did take from our conversation is basically we have to do the work. You can present the information, but we have to do the work.
Yeah, you do. I mean, what was your personal, experiences with it? You tried a grip, right?
I want to say I've tried a total of maybe 25 different things. It was just something like, okay, let me dip my hand in this just to see if I like it, or just to do my research behind it before I just be like, all right, nah. So I mean, it was an experience. I said that one day I'm gonna just take both of your books in its entirety, and literally I'm gonna try everything. I said I wanted to do a whole entire series of me just trying all of your hustles and just see what comes out of it. I mean, of course I don't want to go broke from doing it, but there's
that's 90% of the battle is just taking a risk. Like being able to take a risk or whatever, and all you can do is kind of point people in a direction. Mm-hmm. It's like you kind of got to pull the trigger after a while because these people ain't gonna send you letters and send you opportunities. Like you kind of got to meet them where they are, and it's just like that. Like right now, it seems like the world really scared to take risks and stuff like that. But if you wanted a few, taking risks. I mean, you can benefit like crazy right now. You see like housing markets and stuff. You see like housing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How it's like really no points on mortgage loans. Like, there's a lot of people taking full advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of understand like it's a prime time right now.
Absolutely. Risk and just I'm just happy that you are at least just trying to give us some type of, outlet, because like I said, when I first read the book, there were things that I had seen that I had never seen before. So I'm just like, oh, okay, I never thought that would be an opportunity to make some money. Well, let me dip my hand in that. So it's definitely, the book is definitely worth it. And
for a minute, I didn't know you was talking about the first one, but the second one, like, we actually going in depth and pointing people to the resources and things like that. Like, it got a way different response. The second one. We're giving them the resources instead of just saying like, hey, you can do this, you can do that. Like, it's the resources that's in it. It goes way more in depth and as far as direction and like I said, it's resource rich. So for everything I'm telling you, it's the resource to complement it in the reloaded one. So it's definitely I got way better feedback the second time around, and now I feel like that hustle thing serves its purpose. Now we just what I'm saying, you just go in depth. Like, I understand people don't like to read too, so of course maybe like a little better. Like, a lot of us may be like visual learners versus just reading. We may be like visual people, what I'm saying, like learning.
right.
So I'm just learning that like different people got different learning styles and stuff, So, but it's fun to say at least, man. It was pretty fun. Had a pretty good time. But you gotta let me know what you think about the second one.
And and I know you told me personally where to find it, but where can they purchase your book at?
Just click ForMyBooks.com. It's sold out on my website, so you can get it on DerekGrace2.com or Amazon. It's also on Amazon, which Yo Hustlin Ass Reloaded.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, that's the only influencer that's selling it is Derek.
Okay. No problem. So I greatly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to give me a little insight and some of my people a little insight on just Money Making Mondays. So you got anything else you want to say to the people?
That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm looking forward to tapping in with y'all.
Okay. And more episodes to come for you to be on, and probably a little bit more questions now that I have to go to DerekGrace2.com to get the second edition. Hopefully they have it like in an e-book series type situation.
Yeah, it's digital there. It's digital. On his side, it's digital. Okay. But we're not selling no more of the physical copies and stuff. But yeah, we got a lot more information on the way. It's gonna help our folks.
All right. Well, I greatly appreciate you. And
thank you for having me.
No problem. All right. So as you hear, me and Ponce, we actually continued on the conversation offline, which is definitely fully authentic. And the message that he put out there was basically, I can give you the gems, but it's up to you to do the research. I can give you the information, but it's up to you to actually continue on with the research. So what I did was I went ahead and I went into a nice little segment where I was able to actually go through his first book. I'm still waiting on my ebook for the second one, which is Yo Hustlin Ass Reloaded. A couple of things that I thought were interesting and that possibly could be something that you should consider. Podcasting was one of them. which was interesting that I got into. It's a form of me being able to opinionate myself, but as well as have the opportunity to actually do everything that needs to be done and have all those things put out there for me. A couple of other things. There's something called bookkeeping, accounting, or a tax preparer service. If, and this is just a big if, this is if you want to do this, that's if you want to sit here and put it out there. I have a young lady on Instagram, and she actually did my taxes. Go follow her. Her name is ONETOUCH Tax. One Touch Tax. She was super duper professional. Her name is Alexis. She's super duper professional. She actually has classes where you could become a tax preparer, and she made $400 off of me, so I don't see why it's not working. She's definitely good. Like I said, she's very professional, things of that nature. For those who have a home, you have a home, it's fully paid for or whatever, or at least you're paying a mortgage, you can always do an Airbnb. You can sell stuff on eBay. You could be a computer repair person. Any and everything is available for you to actually do, right? An app developer, things of that nature. And again, we're not going to sit here and go through everything, but those are a couple of different things. Now, if you want, you can go to Derek Grace 2. Go to derekgrace2.com and you can order with Yo Hustlin Ass or with Yo Hustlin Ass Reloaded. It's definitely very informative and it's worth the money. It's at least worth the look because of the simple fact of how informative it is. I just want to say I greatly appreciate it. For those who don't know, and this is just a quote from the millionaire mentor himself. The average millionaire has 7 sources of income. 7? That's crazy. That means we need to get our ass up and do what the fuck need to be done, because obviously we are fucking up if you're just working off of one stream of income. If you're working off of one stream of income, that means you're living check to check. And I'm not going to lie, I'm right there in the same boat with you. But I replenish my savings, and my savings I put into my business. And my business you're listening to. So that makes it all the worthwhile. I'm recuperating some of the benefits slowly but surely. If you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, you definitely can hit me up on my Instagram, DURTT_Joe. And as always, it's always going to be a beautiful day on the south side of GA. Remember that: rain, sleet, snow, or shine. Always.